Mikey Williams, one of the most electrifying men in high school basketball. I think it was a travesty he didn't go to the McDonald's All-American game. We're going to get all into it. But nonetheless, Mikey Williams, the superstar, the phenom, he is releasing his new signature sneaker from Puma and Puma Hoops, ladies and gentlemen. 619 stand up. He is definitely putting on for Diego, San Diego. You already know what it is. He is a Diego baby, and you see his merchandise. The new Against All Odds by Mikey Williams. The PE is coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to let everybody know and get everybody up to date. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV as we document the release of his signature sneaker. This is a epic time. Puma Hoops, man, I'm telling you, the foundation was laid. And I tried to explain this. We documented this here at Flight Sports TV. Check the catalog. I told the people that Mikey Williams was Puma's next biggest megastar, ladies and gentlemen. I stated that. And now you are about to see everything come to pass. Mikey Williams is obviously Memphis bound. We're going to get all into it. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has been electrifying all high school circuits. I mean, if you don't know, you can't say high school basketball right now and don't have Mikey Williams' name in it. That's why I believe it was a travesty he wasn't in the McDonald's All-American game. This man is going to the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. Next season, under Penny Hardaway, I believe that his skill set will blossom, totally. But to the Puma situation, Puma Hoops, man, I mean, obviously LaMelo Ball has got this thing hot. Hot as fish grease. R.J. Barrett released a signature sneaker recently as well. So they starting to roll out their signatures. Obviously LaMelo Ball is the signature athlete of Puma Hoops. I'm just going to keep it all the way 100 with you. He is the flagship sneaker. He is the flagship product. But I told the people they had somebody in the wayside waiting to take up the mantle. This guy, Mikey Williams, can basically take up everything that LaMelo Ball has set up for Puma, and Puma Hoops, because Puma Hoops now is at a larger scale. I think they're going to get superstar athletes. People flock to this man's high school games. You got cameras all over. He's one of the stars that is just followed, just as, scrutinized as some of your favorites, the Bronny James, and the list goes on. This guy is just as scrutinized, just as watched, just as followed. This man is a superstar in the game of basketball, and he's got everybody hot, right now with his sneaker. Now, if any indication, as you can see with his shoe, is a low top. What I'm noticing, I'm loving the red and black feel. You definitely see the Puma logo in it. So I see now Puma ain't gonna hide itself, because in LaMelo Ball's signature sneaker, the first one, the NBO1, the Puma logo wasn't really as prevalent as you seen in the NBO2. Now when you see this sneaker, the new Against All Odds by Mikey, the PE, is crazy, because as you can see, it looks, I wouldn't say it doesn't look similar, it's a completely different sneaker, but you clearly see on the side, I see where they're going with all of this situation. So I mean, what do y'all think about the low tops? Because we've seen LaMelo Ball struggle, with the injuries this season due to having low top sneakers. I don't know if that is the cause, but it's definitely not the help either. So I think definitely next season, let's see what happens in terms of either high tops or ankle support, increased ankle support, because obviously that everybody's taping themselves, they got braces on, they doing that, but let's see, is it gonna be even more increased, for Melo? But nonetheless, I like what I'm seeing so far with Puma Hoops. Let's see if they could continue this momentum that they have, for itself, and with another flagship, superstar to push the brand. I think it can only move it nothing but forward. And as he continues his progression, because everybody knew that his signature sneaker was coming, as you can see, this man is in high school and he's being put on and promoted just as heavy as the top stars in the NBA. I believe, as you can see, what they got Ayton, if I'm not mistaken. They have Kyle Kuzma, even some WNBA athletes. You seeing Mikey Williams get promoted, if not more, of just as equal. And as he, moves into his collegiate career at Memphis, where his notoriety and visibility is going to be at an all-time high, there will be expectations, and you'll get a chance to see Mikey Williams doing his thing. The amount that, and listen, I think it's a new game, a new ordeal now with college sports, and, these stars making money off of their likeness and on their abilities, I'm not sure. I remember back in the days, there was issues involving signature sneakers in the NCAA. So let's see how they feel about all of this. That is another great question here that has arisen. But nonetheless, man, his sneaker, the new Against All Odds, man, I'm really liking that. Mikey Williams is highly ranked, among some of the top high school, stars in the country, So, I mean, his shoe is destined to pop off in a great way. I mean, I think he's in a can't fail situation with Puma Hoops. Like I said, due to the foundation that he's laid and the foundation that we got to understand something. Puma Hoops is just now kind of, getting off the ground. Puma wasn't a flagship, sneaker selling, juggernaut, So, I mean, that's something that we got to definitely, point out. So Puma's definitely coming on the back end from what you've seen some of these other players, who have been around for, like I said, with some of these companies forever. They coming into legacy situations, John Morant, he's walking in Nike, a big fish in a big pond, So I mean, so it's crazy. It don't make much sense. There's a lot of sharks over there for John Morant to compete with. He might get lost in the shuffle. A guy like Mikey Williams. What are they? How many sneakers are Puma Hoops really gonna push? Because like I said, not John Morant, R.J. Barrett has a shoe, but it's not being promoted to the likes of LaMelo Ball's shoe. So I think that Mikey Williams, can come in here and take off in this situation in a smaller pool, in a smaller pond, being a big dog out here, and I think he's gonna really be able to show out, and do his thing. This is a great situation for him. I don't think we're gonna see anything like this as well. Like I said, we so caught up in some of these other high school players. We missing a diamond right now that's in the rough. And this kid is about to blossom before our very eyes. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV so we could document this greatness as it unfolds. Peace and love. It's Flight Sports TV. Mikey Williams dropping his signature sneaker by Puma Hoops. You already know what's going down.